We'll call the Planning Zoning Commission to order. Roll call.
Poole.
Here.
Gallion.
Here.
Hofstadter.
Here.
Schrock.
Here.
Hubner.
Here.
Hahn.
Here.
Kreider.
Here.
Okay, we have the review and approval of the January 6th, 2021 meeting minutes. Do we have any additions or corrections?
Motion to approve.
Motion.
Second, Con.
Hubner.
Aye.
Hahn.
Aye.
Schrock.
Aye.
Gallion.
Aye.
Hofstadter.
Aye.
Poole.
Aye.
Kreider.
Aye.
Sorry.
No problem. Sorry. Okay, we don't have anything under board and zoning appeals under planning commission. Tecton Engineering has submitted a site plan on behalf of West Main Investments, which is Kaufman really for the proposed two-story, 3,000 square foot building. Corner East, Jackson Street, South Crawl. Nate?
All right. So you should have got a copy of those plans showing the building, proposed access off of Jackson Street, one access off of Jackson, and then the rear alley, Courthouse Alley, for the remainder. Since we're virtual, I'm just going to kind of breeze over this. It's kind of hard to do these site plan reviews on a virtual meeting, but the parking, they're proposing 34 parking spaces, which is great for a downtown building. And there's also a section in our code that allows for a reduction in that parking if needed. They don't need it based on this, but so they're well over what they need to provide for parking. So the parking is good, setbacks are all met, access looks good. Utilities, the plan is to, last I knew anyway, unless something has changed, was to try to utilize the existing taps that were previously used on that site. Is that still the case, guys? We got Robert Miller from Tecton Engineering and Anthony Kaufman with Kaufman Realty, West Main.
Yeah, I mean, the next steps, obviously moving forward, will be to verify, the condition. We haven't done any cammering or anything to see what's going to be the easiest, but that's probably the next step with a contractor to start looking into the final utility design.
Okay. So beyond that, I don't have any concerns or anything that stood out as far as deficiencies. It's a good looking site plan. There was a change, and some of you that are on design review board saw this, but I'll share. There's been a modification to the appearance of the build, not shape or size or anything, but the aesthetics of it. Color palette, I guess we'll go with. Is that showing up?
Yeah.
So instead of the red brick, and I can't even remember what it was. Was it a tan siding? Yeah. So this is the proposed color scheme for the building. I think it looks very sharp. It'll be a nice looking building at that location. And then I'll show you the rear of the building as well. Sorry.
Very nice, gentlemen.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yep.
Nate, will the county building, the parking on the county building, will that butt to that rail or that fence on the west side?
Well, not exactly tied up to it, but yeah, I mean, it'd be on that side.
Yeah. Oh, a
And
question.
Nate, they are good on the number of trees and things that are being planted.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't exactly sure. I don't have a full, I guess, landscape plan. Is what's shown nailed down yet, Robert or Anthony, as far as landscape?
No, we just put a note that basically we're going to follow the zoning code, but we haven't really nailed down all the trees and worked with the landscaper to select final species. But we have plenty of, we have grass space all the way around along the sidewalk and along the building. You can see I feel we have quite a bit of vegetative space to provide a pretty substantial. The only place would be along the west side, obviously with the existing parking lot and pushing the building that way.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Question, access off of Jackson. How close is that going to be to the intersection with Crawford?
I'll get you a measurement here in a second.
Offhand, I want to say it was 40 some feet, but I don't have that right in front of me.
I'll measure here.
The other question is with the access off the back, off Courthouse Alley, are there any plans to widen that? Because, when you come off Crawford, that alley is fairly narrow and there are some utility poles located right in that area. Is there any plans to widen that out to accommodate more traffic?
I mean, we'll have to deal with the poles, but we actually have, I think from the back of parking, we have almost 30 feet till we get to the alley. So for our vehicles to pull around and turn around in that space shouldn't be a problem. Because it's not like we pushed our parking out to the edge of the alley. So I wasn't planning on improving the alley, out to Crawford. But also it is about 43 feet from edge of curb to the curb cut for also coming off of Jackson. But yeah, we'll have to deal with some of the poles in that area.
I
think are on the south. I'm trying to remember which side of the street that's at.
Well, there's one right there on the
pull that up.
west side of Crawford, right there at the corner of the alley. I could just see with increased traffic, it could become potential hazard of that pole getting hit somehow, potentially, with the location of that.
Yeah, there's one we're probably gonna have to move that's at the corner of the property. The other one's over by the corner of Crawford and Courthouse.
Yeah, that'd be the one I'd be concerned with more than anything else, just with the traffic coming on and off Crawford.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of people will probably go down to Monroe with the light. I would imagine a lot of people are going to go down to Monroe. I know that's a pretty bad drop kind of there at that point, but this will be mostly small passenger vehicles. I guess it depends a little bit on the tenant in the basement, but you're not probably expecting much large deliveries capable with the type of space they're providing, unless you've got anything else on that, Anthony.
No, I don't think we're looking for that. We're strictly looking for professional space. At this point, we have no plans for anything outside of that.
Okay, thank you.
Is there a project start date as far as building? I didn't see anything in the paperwork. Maybe I missed it.
In a perfect world, we'd be on it in April, but
okay.
Hopefully this spring. Looking for completion this year.
So I have a request, gentlemen, and I've been thinking about it for a while, and I think in downtown Millersburg, it'd be something that would really catch the attention of people. And that's to put a picture of the building out there on the property that says coming soon. What do you guys think of that?
Well, actually, you read my mind, and I've been waiting for a final rendering. My wife, Julie, is taking care of the colors, and she keeps changing things. But once we have that final rendering, that is the plans, is to go to our sign maker and have him replace the existing signage there with a coming soon that shows that rendering.
I think that's great.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Looking
Nate,
forward to seeing that there, gentlemen.
Nate, the parking that is along Crawford Street that would be on the east side of this lot, I don't think that those parking spaces are ones that are marked with defined lines for the spaces. Is that something that we could do and maybe pull one spot from right at the corner there to keep people from parking right up against that alley? To maybe try and keep that a little more open, sight lines and things, people going in and out of that alley if they're coming in off of Crawford. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we certainly could. I was just debating in my mind if they are marked or not. I was thinking they were now.
No, Crawford is not marked.
Okay,
Ideally, I think we want to mark it from Jackson to Adams.
right.
We want to mark that whole street.
Yeah, we could. Definitely.
Because I know that there's at times I've seen cars parked up very close to Jackson on Crawford, kind of right up at the corner. So defining those would probably be a good move.
Yeah, the curb is painted there, but the actual parking spaces aren't.
And I think come spring, we need to look at putting no parking here to corner signs too. Because people are parking in that no parking area quite a bit. Just something else to do when we go to stripe that.
Most of those parking spaces are for the rental places down along there. So I don't know, maybe you could even do away with that parking in the first block from Jackson to the alley.
I don't think that would go over very well because parking is a premium in there as it is. To eliminate 4 or 5 spaces, I think you're going to create issues somewhere else.
Yep.
I mean, with what we're proposing, we're going to lose the space anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, Nate, maybe this is a question for the village more than the project, but is there a chance that we could, with the construction going on, carry the lighting sort of through the rest of that street? I know it's over across the street in front of all of those buildings, but could we get the rest of the, kind of make it match?
Are you talking street lighting?
The Victorian lights, right?
Yep.
Those are actually the ones across the street. Critchfield put those in. We did not do those. We don't have electric beyond the traffic signal at Monroe and Jackson. I mean, it can be done. It's just a matter of time and money, like everything else.
Yeah, it's just a little unfortunate that we would have this nice kind of, development going on in this piece, but we don't have the consistent feel of the downtown that we have the rest of the way for, the Christmas lights on the trees during that time, the signage, all of those things,
I agree 100%.
That's a good idea.
Huge
I like
improvement.
Yeah.
Just like the last block or so that we've talked about on the west end of the downtown needs it as well.
Yeah.
Nate, depending on the cost on that, we'd be willing to pitch in if it keeps some conformity with the rest of the village there. So if you could get some costs, if you guys would work with us on that, we'd also be willing to chip in there.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good idea, Brett.
Thank you. I think it looks great. I think the site plan makes a lot of sense. What a great addition for our downtown.
Agreed. On that note, if there's no further questions, I would make a motion to approve this as presented.
I will second Hofstetter.
Hubner,
Aye.
Hofstetter,
Aye.
Schrock,
Aye.
Ryder,
Aye.
Gallion,
Aye.
Yes, David.
Khan,
Aye.
Poole.
Right.
Thank you, guys.
We have any other items, Nate? Anything else?
Yeah, we do have something for, I guess, executive session.
Yeah, I would entertain a motion to go into executive session to confer with public body's attorney for the purpose of considering disputes of a court action concerning the dispute is either pending or imminent. May we have a motion?
Motion Khan.
Second, Hofstadter.
Khan,
Aye.
Hofstadter,
Aye.
Schrock,
Aye.
Kreider,
Aye.
Hubner,
Aye.
Gallion,
Aye.
Cool.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Miller, Mr. Kaufman. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
you.
Appreciate it.
Have to ask you guys to step off. Thank you.